Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you again for joining me if you have chose to subscribe to my channel. I'm 37. I've got a little girl who is 5. She's called Olivia and my husband is called Adam. Basically, I'm going to chat about today trying for a baby. I know this is quite a taboo subject for some people, and I was in two minds whether to show it or not, to be honest, because it is a private subject, but from experience I've found and I've taken a lot of sort of tips and guidance from YouTube channels. I found a lot of comfort in them by people talking about them and their experiences, how quick they fell pregnant, you know, miscarriages, things like that. So I've had quite a journey with it, and I wanted to share that with you guys and sort of tell you my story. As I say, I have got a little girl, she's 5 now. Now we are at the stage now where we are really ready for another baby, and we're on that bandwagon of trying. So the reason why we've put it off, if you like, for so long was because when I fell pregnant with Olivia first time round, I actually suffered with something called hyperemesis, which wasn't that common then actually, but it is quite common now. And yeah, it was horrific. I couldn't even keep water down. I was admitted to hospital for 3 months on a drip. Every time I got sent home, I got sent back again to get, you know, fluids in me. It was horrific. I couldn't even tell I was pregnant. Yeah, I had a bad time. So and I remember everybody saying to me, you know, if you have a bad pregnancy, you're going to have a great labour, don't worry about it. But it didn't work like that for me. I actually hemorrhaged when I was pregnant, and in labour, and you know, we were all saying our goodbyes. It was that horrific. So it wasn't a good experience for me being pregnant and labour, and I think looking back that I suffered with quite a lot of postnatal depression, and looking back I think that all contributed to the traumatic sort of labour and the pregnancy and everything. I just think it was a build-up of that. So yeah, I mean, that I'll do another video about that, about my postnatal depression and how I overcome that and the signs and things. But as I say, I think that was all definitely a contribution to me not wanting to try so soon for another baby. I was scared, my husband was scared, we didn't know if we could go through all that again. It took a real sort of, it was a real impact on our lives, not only me being pregnant and so poorly, but the whole labour and the experience as well, and me bonding with Olivia afterwards. So yeah, I think the reason why we've left it so long is because of that. And I think it is really true what they say, you know, you do forget, if you really do, and you forget about the pain, you forget about the labour, you forget about the sickness. Well, I have anyway, and it's probably been a couple of years ago now that we thought, you know, this is the right time now for both of us, financially, security, moving house we'd done. And yeah, I just felt more comfortable with everything, and as I say, I'd forgotten about things, so we were ready to try again. So our journey has been from, we got married, it'll be 2 years in November, so pretty much from getting married in the November, we chose to start trying pretty much straight away. And it had been probably about 4 months and nothing had happened. So we thought, oh, you know, you start getting disheartened with it, and it does consume all of your energy. Well, I felt it does, and I still do, to be honest. I feel like it is an emotional roller coaster, and not just for me but for my husband as well. Going through the whole cycle of, you know, trying to conceive at the right times, using the ovulation sticks, all your fertility gels, and having, you know, making love the right times, and you know, it's it's a lot, and you know, it can mentally and physically drain you. And I think when you've been trying for quite some time, it is disheartening. And for us, you know, we did try for about 7-8 months, and we were stopping and starting, but consistently it was about a year. And then I fell pregnant in the December, and it was just such an amazing feeling, looking at that pregnancy test and thinking, wow, you know, this is actually going to happen again. We were all so excited. We didn't share the news with Olivia, obviously, because it was too soon, and we sort of, I told my mum, and Adam told his mum and dad, and things like that, but it wasn't sort of, we didn't share it with too many people, if you like. But unfortunately, I did have a miscarriage, and it was probably the most upsetting thing, or one of the most upsetting things that I've ever been through. And yeah, it was hard. And I think when you've been through a miscarriage, it definitely has an impact on you trying again. I know the midwives and nurses said to me, you know, you need to sort of get at it straight away, quickly. Your hormones are still there, you know, you're at your most sort of fertile. So as hard as that was, you know, we did everything that they said, and we have been doing since, but it's just not happened for us since then. And I know a lot of people, friends, they fell pregnant the month after they miscarried and things like that. So I do think it's a difficult thing, because you're still grieving. I know I was, both of us were. And I think from a man's point of view, I know my husband, he doesn't talk about his feelings very much, and they want to be strong for you and, you know, everything else. But it was a few months gone, and we were like, we're still not over this, you know. I remember sitting on the sofa and crying together, and you know, and we were still grieving. It was a really sad time for all of us as a family, and it took us a few months to, you know, get over it. And I'm still not completely over it. I still think about it every day, but in terms of dealing with it, you know, we're in a better place now. But we stopped trying for a bit, because it just wasn't right. It didn't feel right for us. As I say, we were still grieving. So we took some time out, we took a couple of months out, and we are at a point now where, you know, we want to start trying again. So after we decided that we want to try again after the miscarriage, it's probably been about 6 months of trying and doing all the things that everyone tells you to do. And yeah, it's just not happening again. So it is disheartening. Last month I chose to stop doing the ovulation sticks, to stop tracking my periods in the My Period Tracker and my ovulation tracker, all the apps that you can get on your phone. And yeah, right, I just said to Adam, I'm going to take a break from it now. I just feel like maybe, you know, that's not helping. Let's just do it a month without all of that, and let's just see. We did, and I did feel better for it, but it didn't happen. So this month I am back on track with my ovulation sticks. I'm back on track with my period trackers and ovulation trackers and things like that. I don't know about anyone else, and please leave comments, but I'm definitely more in tune with my body now, in terms of me knowing when I'm ovulating, which is something that I wasn't really familiar with before. But I do know the signs. Like a few days before I ovulate, I do get stomach pains quite a bit, and my boobs start to feel a bit sore, and I start to feel a bit tireder. So I am sort of getting to know my body now, which is good, which I never knew before. The ovulation sticks are great. At the moment, I'm just going to show you which ovulation sticks I use. I've used various ones, to be honest. The one that I fell pregnant with when I miscarried was the clear blue ones. Not the clear blue, but the clear, I can't remember what they're called, but I think they're part of Clear Blue, the company. And the digital ones where you click in and it shows you a smiley face if you're, you know, you're high fertility, or you like no face if you're not. And they're the ones that we fell pregnant with, as I say, when we sadly miscarried. But this time because I've been using them for a few months and nothing's happening, I thought I'd change just to see. So these are, just want to share with you the ones I'm using at the moment. These are just normal Tesco ones. Now you get a pack, I think it's a pack of 20, and I think they're about 10 or 12 pounds. They're a lot cheaper, a lot cheaper than the actual digital ones. I've started tracking from today because my period tracker is saying that I'm ovulating all the way through now until Monday. So I normally start on the day that I ovulate with my wee sticks and test. So I don't know if you can see it at the moment. I've dated it so I can see what date I'm on. Don't know if you can see that. And if I try and hold that up, I don't know if it will focus. It doesn't look like it is, but there is a slight line there at the moment. So going in line with my period tracker and my period ovulation tracker, that everything sort of is ringing true in terms of when it's saying I'm ovulating. So this looks like my body's starting to prepare. The line's not quite there yet, but obviously, you know, you're in that time frame of when it could happen. The other ones that I use are, these are ones that I had from eBay. You can get them from Amazon as well. You get loads in a pack. They're not that expensive at all. I think they're about £5. And again, these ring to be true because the line's exactly the same as on the Tesco ones, which means they work just as good. Again, I've dated it, and again, you can see a tiny, again, I don't know if you can focus on that, but there is a slight line there again, which obviously again indicates that I'm starting to, or you know, getting ready to ovulate. So they're the two ovulation sticks that I'm using at the moment. So yeah, this month is sort of a big month again. I feel that we're focused on it again, and we desperately want it. Olivia desperately wants, you know, a little brother or sister. I feel that it's that time now that, you know, we're all ready for another addition to the family, and you know, I'd give absolutely anything to have another baby. And I know there's people out there that will say, you know, you've already got one, so you should appreciate that. And I do. I appreciate Olivia. She's my world. She's, you know, she's everything to me. But that doesn't make it any better when you're trying for a baby and it's not happening, or you've miscarried or whatever, you know. So I want to share my journey with you, and my experiences for this month, and testing to see if I am pregnant. Fingers crossed, please God. And yeah, just if you have any questions, or if you've got anything to ask me or anything like that about miscarriages, postnatal depression, anything in regards to tips to try and conceive. I feel like I know them all, and I've read up and watched so many YouTube videos about how to get pregnant and how to conceive, but I may not know everything. So, you know, give me a shout if you feel like, you know, you can help me. I'd really appreciate that. The sun is shining today. I can't believe the sun has been shining, and it's going to be shining for the bank holiday Monday, which is absolutely amazing. Olivia's off school and we can go out and we can do things, and you know, it's just lovely to have such good weather. And it makes such a difference, don't you think, that you just wake up in the morning and the heat on you as soon as you walk out the door. It's amazing. So I'll just show you quickly, guys. I'm wearing today these cute, this is just like a white body. It's from Miss Selfridge, and it was about £10. And these are, I don't know if you can see, I'll try and zoom the camera down a little bit for you. These are just some cut off shorts. There you go. And these were actually from, they're like a short dungaree. They're so cute. I love them. And these were from Hollister. I had them for holiday a few years ago. And yeah, I just think they're so good. Olivia's got an assembly later on today that me and her grandma are going to go. So I'm going to wear these with my white chunky trainers that I had from Primark. And yeah, I'm going to put my shades on and I'm going to enjoy the sunshine. But going back to the video, guys, I I really appreciate all your comments, as I say, and if you want to see any different videos or types of videos, please let me know and I'll be happy to do them. But I'm excited about this month's journey of trying for a baby, and fingers crossed, as I say, you know, this is the month. If it's not, we'll keep trying and we'll have fun trying, like everybody says. So thank you again for watching, guys, and stay tuned and enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you again soon.